Did you know that by changing your mindset, you can have a new identity? By changing the way you think, other people can see you in a better light. See, what we think about often shapes who we become. If we think negatively, we're going to become negative people. If we think positively, we're going to become positive people. Now, people know this, but they still choose to think negatively because they never have become deliberate in changing their thoughts. See, the law of entropy tells us that things tend to disorder. That means if I don't become intentional about making something better, it's going to get worse. And that's the same way with our minds. See, our mind is like a garden. In a garden, you have plants, you have seeds that you plant that grow fruit trees, but in a garden, you also have weeds. And you don't need to plant the weeds. The weeds just grow by themselves. But if I don't become intentional about getting rid of the weeds, my garden that I plant will have a limitation on it. And that's the same way with your mind. If you don't become aware of getting rid of the weeds in your mind, you'll always have a limitation for yourself that subconsciously you choose not to pass. And these limitations form self-imposed identities that we subconsciously choose not to change because that's who we are. We say things like, hey, I'm not going to get better at this, or hey, I stink at that, or hey, this is who I am. I'm not good at math, I'm not good at talking, I'm not a kind person. We have these self-imposed identities that are based on limitations that we have for ourselves because we never had a mindset shift, a change in the way we think, because we're not intentional about removing the weeds in our mind. See, all skills can be learned and traits developed. That means if I have a skill that I lack, that I want, I can learn that. If I have a character trait that I want to have, I can develop that. But people, because of limitations, choose not to learn skills. They choose not to develop character traits. They choose to stay who they are. They choose not to change their identities. But when you have a mindset shift and you become a different person by thinking a different way, you can start to develop these skills and these character traits that will help you become a different person. So if you're not good at math, well, guess what? You can learn that and become a math magician. If you're not a kind person, guess what? You can develop kindness by changing your behaviors. And when you do that, you can become a kind person. You can change your identity by simply removing the limitations that you have for yourself and choosing to do different actions. Because your identity is a set of behaviors. See, a kind person is a set of behaviors. That virtue can be learned. That virtue is a set of behaviors by what I mean by that is that if I do behaviors, I'm going to get that outcome. Like if I listen well, if I give generously, if I'm a nice person, I'm going to get the outcome of being a kind person. That's why I say character traits can be developed by changing your behaviors, but not having a limitation saying, hey, this is who I am. This is not who you are, because you can change. Simply change your mind, change your way of thinking, have a different mindset, and you have a different identity. And by identity, I'm saying the way people see you. If you like this video, please like this video. I love to talk about the mind and how you can improve your mindset and how that help you make progress in life. So if you like this content, please feel free to subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.